Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at a submission from YouTube. Athlete had asked me, made a comment on one of the other videos and asked me if I could take a look at their stroke. And so here it is. So, basically it came down to a little bit more core engagement. There's a crossover at the front of the stroke, and then they just need to get their tempo a little bit higher. So, when we're looking at this stroke, the one thing that we want to look at is, the tempo is pretty low. It's north of 2 seconds per stroke cycle. And so what I mean by that is, if we start the watch right there when that hand enters and then go through, and then when that hand enters again, we stop the watch. So that would give us the tempo of the stroke. And, it looks like, north of 2 minutes or 2 seconds per stroke cycle, which is pretty slow. And you'd want to get that higher because that's going to help bring this up. And just give her a little bit more stability in the water. So the second thing that we want to look at when we're looking at this stroke is you can see that every now and again she kicks from her knee on those back legs. And then the feet come apart, in a fairly significant way, like right there. So we've got that, which is all just an indication that the athlete's core is being overwhelmed. In terms of being able to stabilize in the water. And so they make, usually a scissor kick. This is a kind of a little bit of a different scissor kick, but that really forces the core to engage a little bit more, so it gets a little bit more stability so that they can still pull on the water. So the second thing that we want to look at is right there. So you can see how this arm is going that direction. It's tough to tell from this, but typically because that kick is happening right here. So we're going to look right. So it's happening at the stroke. It's probably that kind of instability that's causing it. So, the breath looks pretty good. So if we go back and look, a little bit, head's a little bit high. You can see the feet come down a little bit. We got, 2 goggles out of the water at this point. So 1, 2. And really we just want 1. So you can see right, let's see, we go forward a little bit. So right here, you can see the elbows really dropping, it looks like, from the side. So then this is just going to be a press down at the front of the stroke. There's a big pause right there. And what she's going to want to do to clean all this up is there needs to be a lot more swimming involved. And then basically just do some stuff that forces core engagement and then gives her a better feeling for just holding that straight line right down the middle of her body. So it'd be something like this, kick with the brick. So you can see, if we're looking here from the side, we've got this really, really straight line down the middle of the body, just holding it. That's what we want. And we want to replicate that over and over again where we get the core to engage and, recruit this other muscle group at the same time so we can drive that coordination. The second thing that she's going to want to do is the position 11 drill, which is, just hit that same spot on the stick over and over and over again. While the core is engaged. So we get a lot of core engagement while we're trying to drive the stroke perfectly straightforward. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Those help the channel immensely, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.